Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shuklambaradhanam Vishnum Sivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavanam Dhyayat Sarvighnopashantये Vagishadhyaha Samanasa Sarvarthana Upakrame Natva Kritakritya Sivuttam Namami Gajananam. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yo Nityamachyudapadambujo Gurukma Vyamohata Saditarani Trinaya Mene Asmad Guruho Bhagavato Siddhayeka Sindho Ramanujasya Charanam Sharanam Prabhadhye. यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना विनोच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षिये हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाण्महं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं मन्त्रयामिनं दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भ्यस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददानास्तेनैकेन पद्मं शतमपि शशकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयमनिवसतवदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरमारुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् आञ्जनेयमधिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजातधर्मूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि. रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पते नमः. वैदेही सहितं सरुद्रमतले हैमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितमग्रे वाचयति प्रभञ्जनसुते तत्त्वं मुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलं. वामे भूमिसुता पुरश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रा सुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वायुवादिकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च विराट्तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलं. जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम आंजनेय स्वामी की जय. सत्यं च धर्मं च पराक्रमं च भूतानुकंपां प्रियवादितां च द्विजातिदेवातिथिपूजनं च पन्तानमाहुस्त्रिदिवस्य सन्तः. Jabali was trying to dissuade Rama from his intended course of action, trying to dissuade Rama from staying in the forest, instead to accept Bharata's entreaties and come back to Ayodhya to rule. And to sway Rama, influence Rama, Jabali uses atheistic arguments, philosophies of convenience and so on. Like Rama is replying, rebutting, refuting all of those arguments of Jabali. Satyam cha dharmam cha parakramam cha bhutanukampam priyavaditan cha dvijati devati pujanam cha pantanamahustri divasya santaha. Santaha, the saints. The English word saint comes from the Sanskritam word santa. Santaha, saints, saintly people. What do they say? Ahuhu. They say, they declare that the path to heaven, Tridivasya Pantanam, the path to heaven, what is that path? Satya, truth, dharma, following the path of righteousness, parakramam, valor, bravery, courage, bhutanukampa, bhutanukampa, compassion for all beings, priyavadita, priyavadanam, speaking softly, sweetly, lovingly with everybody, using sweet words, pleasing words. Dvijati Deva Atiti Pujanancha, worshipping Brahmanas, worshipping the gods and worshipping Atiti, the guests who come to our house. This is the means of going to heaven. the ancients, the holy ones, the wise ones, the saints declare. Satyam cha, dharmam cha, parakramam cha. Satya is obviously understood by everybody, truth, adhering to truth. Dharma, adhering to the code of conduct of righteousness as defined in the Shastras. Parakramam. Parakramam அப்படின்னா literal meaning para akramam அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். அப்படின்னா defeating the enemies in a literal meaning. பரானா enemy. பரத்தை ஆக்கிரமணம் பண்ணுறது அப்படின்னா to defeat the enemy. What are the enemies? அப்படின்னா enemies are not outside, enemies are all inside தான். காம, குரோதா, லோபா, மோகா, மதா, மத்சரியா அப்படின்னு 6 enemies are there in us. Desire, anger, greed, infatuation, pride and jealousy are the 6 enemies that are present with each one of us. அதனால் பராக்கிரமம் அப்படின்னா not mere bravery or courage or valor. Literally what it means அப்படின்னா it means conquering these enemies, showing courage in conquering these enemies. அதான் real valor. அது எல்லாருக்கும் applicable. Not only for a Kshatriya, it is applicable for everybody because inner enemies everybody has to conquer. அதனால் by observing truth, by observing dharma and by using the force of Satya and Dharma to conquer the 6 internal enemies. While you conquer the enemies internally, how are you externally? அப்படின்னா பூதானுகம்பா, அனுகம்பா, compassion for all beings. Wishing well of all beings, not wishing harm for anybody. Having compassion towards everybody. Compassion அப்படின்னா Rama is going to go on a killing spree. Once all this Bharata business gets over, once he enters into the Dandakaranyam, it's going to be a killing spree. He's going to be killing so many Rakshasas one after the other. இப்போ எங்கே போச்சு compassion? He's going to go and kill a deer. For what? The deer looks nice. Sita wants to have it. Deer skin looks nice. அதனால் let's kill the deer. Rama is going to go. அப்போ என்னமோ compassion சொன்னாலே அப்படின்னா பூதானுகம்பா அப்படின்னா what is this compassion? அப்படின்னா it is not the absence of violence. Compassion is different. Now sometimes in the course of our life certain acts of violence are inevitable. ஒரு பூச்சி வந்ததுனா கூட we will, if an insect comes na கூட we might kill the insect. Inadvertently also we will end up in destroying so many people, so many insects. So many creatures are affected by us directly, indirectly, in so many ways. So many creatures are affected by us. So we cannot do anything about it. Ana hridayathilirundhu, if we do not wish harm for anybody, when Rama kills all the Rakshasas, he is only doing so in order to protect the sadhus and the rishis who are doing tapasya in the forest. Ava yaar vambukkum pogala. The rishis are not going and finding trouble with the Rakshasas. It is the Rakshasas who are coming to disturb the rishis, eat them up and so on. அதனால தான் Rama takes up his bow and arrow against those Rakshasas தவிர it is only to protect them. It is not out of any hatred or any of his own personal grievances காக போகல. The one place when he goes for a personal grievance is to Lanka when Sita has been kidnapped, but even then he gives Ravana several chances to come and surrender. He does not want to immediately take up arms and weapons and go and destroy Lanka. He gives many chances for Ravana to regret, repent and come back and surrender to Rama. That's compassion. Angadhan compassion is evident. Where action needs to be taken, action is taken. But at the same time, there is compassion in the heart. Adanala in the anubhuta, bhutanukampa, having compassion towards all beings, not wanting to hurt cruelly, wantonly, not wanting to cause any harm to anything. And at the same time, if in the course of our dharma, if certain things have to happen, certain harm has to be shown towards somebody, that is also all right. Priyavaditamcha, speaking soft and sweet words, not harsh words that can hurt a person. ஏன் அப்படின்னா அதான் ரியல் அனுகம்பா. கம்பேஷன் எங்கே வருது அப்படின்னா the wounds that are caused by words are more powerful than the wounds that are caused by even fire. வள்ளுவர் சொல்றார். திருவள்ளுவர் says, தீனார் சுட்டப்புண் உள்ளாரும் ஆறாதே நாவினால் சுட்டவடு. A burn, if a person is burnt by fire, that wound that is caused by the fire will heal in the course of time. But if a person has been wounded by a sharp tongue, then that wound may never heal. It will always fester within him. And as much as possible, one should speak sweet words, kind words to everybody. You may not be able to do actions kindly, but at least one can speak kindly. Swami always used to say, it may not be possible to oblige always, but you can at least speak obligingly. Even if you cannot oblige somebody, you can speak obligingly. You can speak nicely. You may not be able to do it, but you can convey the fact that you are not going to be of any help to them in a sweet way. Can you please help me? No, get out, I can't do anything. I'm too busy. Sorry, I'm afraid this time I will not be able to help you. Maybe next time. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்வீட் ஸ்பீக்கிங் என்ன அப்படின்னா ஒரு எஃபர்ட் தானே அது. ஆக்சுவலாக நம்மளே யோசிச்சு பார்த்தோம்னா, when you introspect into your own self, when you're in a hurry, when you're impatient and somebody comes and asks you something, and that moment you are tensed, your mind is occupied with something, and somebody comes and asks, odane you immediately show a bit of a temper and say, appo I'll do it later. அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Not that we mean to hurt them, not that we mean to cause any, not that we want to brush them aside or anything. At the time we are preoccupied. Because we are preoccupied, we cannot think about that person who has come and asking. அவங்ககிட்ட சொல்லும் பொழுதே நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம்? We bark at them. இது எல்லாமே ஒரு விதத்தில் when you look at it, see, spiritualityங்கிறது it's about this awareness தானே, mindfulness தானே. We are not mindful. அந்த டயத்தில் we are so caught up in our own problem that we are not mindful that another person has come and that we should deal with them in a certain way, we should speak to them in a certain way. அப்படிங்கிறது நமக்கு தெரிய மாட்டேங்கிறது. We forget it at that time. Some people are really, நானே பார்க்குறேன், sometimes I look at some people, they are so calm and they speak softly. அதிருந்தே பேச மாட்டான்னு சொல்லுவோம் தமிழில். அது அதிருந்தே பேச மாட்டாங்கிறானே அப்படின்னா is so controlled. The voice is controlled, the tone is controlled, the modality is controlled, everything is so balanced. மெதுவாக பேசுகிறான், அப்படி பேசுகிறவாலும் இருக்கா. There are people who speak like that also. அது ஒரு mindfulness தான். It's being mindful. If you really look at it, if you're going outside, if you are in the supermarket and somebody comes and asks you, you're busy, preoccupied with something, and somebody comes and asks you something, anga you are very mindful and you will reply to them very politely. யாரோ தெரியாதவா, முன்ன பின்ன தெரியாதவா, they are strangers and you may not see them again, but they come and ask you, you are busy calculating something, you are busy looking at something, they come and ask you something, some question. Appo if you know, you will tell the answer. If you don't know, you will say sorry, I don't know. Ana anga matram politeness, softness ella vandum. To total strangers will be very polite and soft. Inside the house, if the children come and ask us something, we will lull அப்படிம்போ. To our own children we will bark. So our own wives and husbands will bark. அவா ஏதாவது கேட்டான்னா நோய் போனோம். ஆனால் when somebody else, some total random stranger asks, அங்கே மாத்திரம் again தான் அந்த politeness வருமோ. ஏன்னா you are mindful that that person is a stranger. You are aware. அதனால் immediately, not that you are going to, there is no big process happening. Oh, he is a stranger, I have to speak nicely to him, I have to speak properly to him. இதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் நடக்க போகிறது இல்லை. No, these steps are not happening. Immediately, because you are aware, your entire demeanor changes and you are replying politely to them. இது எல்லாருக்கும் பண்ணா என்ன? இது ஒரு ஐரணி, மகா மோசமான ஐரணி. The very great cruelty of human mind is that we bark at near and dear ones, loved ones, and we are polite to total strangers. இது என்ன அநியாயம்? அவட்ட bark பண்ணாலும் பரவாயில்ல. A stranger you are not going to see ever again அப்படின்னா it doesn't matter even if you bark at them, because they are going to go away. வீட்டில் நீ அவளோட இருக்கணும். The people in your house, you are going to live with them. Why bark at them? அப்படி தான் தெரிய மாட்டேங்கிறது. We bark at our children who only love us. We bark at our wives, we bark at our husbands, but we are very polite to our strangers. கொஞ்சம் அவேர்னஸ் இருந்துடுத்தோம்னா, if we are mindful, கொஞ்சம் கான்ஷியஸாகவே if we become mindful of it, we will speak sweetly to everybody. பிரியவாதிதாஞ்சா. எதுக்கு அப்படின்னா, not for maintaining domestic harmony. This is not, Rama is not saying all this so that domestic harmony may prevail. அதுக்கு இல்லை, என்ன சொல்கிறான்னா, பந்தானம் ஆகுஹு திரிதிவஸ்ய சந்தஹான்னா. It is the way to go to heaven. அதுக்காக பேசு. Speaks nicely to everybody because only then you will be allowed, admitted into the higher loka. Vijati devatiti pujanancha. Brahmanas, devas. Brahmanas அப்படின்னா those who know the Brahman. Brahmanas அப்படின்னா those who know the Vedas. அவளுக்கெல்லாம் they are worshipable because of that knowledge that resides in them. அதனால giving due respect to them. Devas, worshipping the devas who are helping us maintain our lives. ஏன்னா ஃபயர் வேணுமே நமக்கு. We want fire, we want air, we need water, we need rain, we need the sun, we need the moon. இதெல்லாம் தேவாஸ் தானே. அதனால தேவாஸ் அப்படின்னாலே நேச்சர்னு தான் அர்த்தம். அந்த இடத்துல தேவாஹா அப்படின்னா நேச்சர்னு அர்த்தம். All of nature has to be adored by us, maintained by us, protected by us, worshipped by us. அதனால maintain all of the atiti, the people who come home. பாத்துக்கு வந்தவாளை never behave in such a way that they may be hurt. Having come to your house, they should feel happy that they have come, and they should leave with a happy, pleasant mind. They should not have any manasthavathoda போகக்கூடாது. They should not leave with disgruntlement or hurt in their hearts. அந்த மாதிரி we have got to behave with them. இப்படிலாம் பண்ணாலே போரும். This much itself will take us to Swarga itself. அப்படிங்கும்பொழுது why should we disregard this path of dharma? Unnecessarily disregarding this path of righteousness, dharma pathat apetam, moving away from this. Why are you speaking in this manner? In fact, I now criticize my father's decision. Nindamyaham karma kritam pituhu. I criticize my father's decision not to send me to the forest, not that decision, to keep you in his assembly. I criticize that decision. உன்ன மாதிரி ஆசாமி உள்ள வச்சுட்டார் பாரு எங்க அப்பா. I am not at all agreeable with my father's decision to keep you in his inner circle. Among the 8 important Brahmanas, I don't know how you got into it. நீ எப்படி உள்ள வந்தீர்னு தெரியல எனக்கு. I don't know how you somehow inveigled yourself into it. You should be completely avoided. People like you should be avoided. People like you should not be encouraged at all. அப்படின்னு Rama became angry. அதீன சத்வம், அதனால தூக்கி எறிஞ்சு பேச ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டார். ராமர் அப்படி பேசவே மாட்டார் யாரையுமே. Rama will never speak like that to anybody. Rama is always polite to everybody. பிரியவாதினஹான்னு ராமன் தான் முதல்ல பிரியவாதினன் எல்லாருக்கும். பூர்வபாஷி, பிரியபாஷி அப்படின்லாம் பார்த்தோம். Rama speaks pleasantly to everybody. ஆனால் here Rama is crossing that and Rama himself is saying, Chichi, how did a person like you come into my father's assembly? How can an atheist like you be allowed inside? அப்படின்னு when Rama became slightly angry, உடனே Jabali says, na nastikanam vachanam bravimyaham na nastikoham na chasti kinchana na cha nasti kinchana. I am not a nastika. I am not an atheist. I am not speaking atheistic words. These are just to convince you I said all these things. Otherwise, don't mistake me. I am not an atheist. Abdina Jabali started to defend himself. Looking at that, Vasishta also came to the rescue and said, Appa, Rama, Jabali rapi janite. Jabali kun theriyum pa. Jabali also knows. Jabali knows everything. Analum, he has spoken all of these things only in order to bring you back to Ayodhya. And the intention order them patient. Bharata, all of us are equally in the same position and same plight. None of us are able to bear Bharata's grief, Bharata's sorrow. Because we are unable to bear Bharata's sorrow, you are sticking so much to the dharma. Jabali was unable to take it, and therefore he started to criticize the dharma that you are following, which is causing so much grief to Bharata. Vasishta starts his argument. Vasishta says, look, I am the Kula Guru. Ellarkum Guru Nanda. I am the teacher of all of you fellows. ஆதியிலேருந்து ஐ ஹவ் பீன் த டீச்சர் ஃப்ரம் ரைட் ஃப்ரம் த பிகினிங். எப்போலேருந்து அப்படின்னா சர்வம் எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கிறார் அப்படின்னா வேர் டஸ் ஹி ஸ்டார்ட் அப்படின்னா ஆதவ் கீர்த்தன ஆரம்ப காலத்திலே அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவார். ஆதவ் கீர்த்தன ஆரம்ப காலத்திலே அப்படின்னு அந்த காலத்தில் தான் சொல்லுவார். ரைட் இன் த பிகினிங் அப்படின்னு ஆரம்பம். எங்கே பிகினிங் அப்படின்னா இமாம் லோக சமுத்பத்திம் லோகநாத நிபோதமே. அந்த காலத்தில் இந்த பிரபஞ்சமே எப்படி வந்தது அப்படின்னா சர்வம் சலிலமே வாசீத் பிருத்திவி யத்ர நிர்மிதா. ரைட் இன் த பிகினிங் தெர் வாஸ் ஒன்லி வாட்டர். Out of the water, earth was created. The self-existent Brahma brought all the gods into creation. And the Brahmane, Brahman itself became a boar, a Varaham. Varaho Bhutva. What did he do? He came into the water and lifted up the earth and established the earth. Shashvatamana, Nityamana, Avyayamana, Brahman. இந்த பிரம்மத்திலிருந்து ஆகாசம், அதுக்கப்புறம் மரீச்சிக்கு கஷ்யபன். Kashyapa son was Vivasva son was Manu. Manu was the first Prajapati. But to Manu, Ikshvaku was born. Ikshvaku was the first king of Ayodhya. Ikshvaku first son Kukshi. Kukshi ki first son Vikukshi. Vikukshi's first son was Bana. Bana's first son Anaranya. Anaranya was the king. After Anaranya, Prithu. After Prithu came Trishanku. After Trishanku, Dundumara, Yuvanashva, Mandhata, Adhikaparam. After Mandhata, Susandhi. Susandhi had two sons, Dhruvasandhi and Prasenajit. And Dhruvasandhi became the king. Dhruvasandhi's son was Bharata. Bharata had a son called Asita. Asita's son was Sagara. Sagara had sons. Angime, Sagara had a son called Asamanjas. Sagara's eldest son was Asamanjas. 60,000 other sons were there, but Sagara's eldest son was Asamanjas. Because Asamanjas had to be banished, even then the kingdom did not go to anybody else. It went to Amshuman, who was Asamanjas' first son. Asamanjas' son was Dilipa. Dilipa's son was Bhagirath. Bhagirath's son was Kakutstha. Kakutstha was the son of Bhagiratha. His son was Raghu. Because of him, you are all called Raghavas. And the Raghu had a son Shankana. And the Shankananukku Sudarshanan orthan porandan. Shankana's son was Sudarshana. Sudarshana's son was Agnivarna. Agnivarna's first son was Shigraga. Shigraga's first son was Maru. Maru's son was Prashruva. Prashruva's son was Ambarisha. Ambarisha's son was Nahusha, whose son was Nabaga. Nabaga had two sons, Aja and Suvrata. Rendu sons, Aja and Suvrata. Ana Aja became the king. Aja the eldest. Aja's son was Dasharatha. Dasharatha oda Nidampa Rama, you are the eldest son of Dasharatha. Why did I give this entire lineage? For all these fellows, I was the Kulaguru. I consecrated each fellow on the throne, and for all of them there was one condition: eldest son, adukapra eldest son, apra eldest son, apra eldest son, apra eldest son. Avadinu vanda vamshathila until now, eldest sons alone have sat on the throne. This is our parampara. Purvaje napara putro jeshto rajye vishishyate. As long as the eldest son is alive, younger son cannot become the king. This is Nambathu Vazhakam. This is the tradition we follow in our house, in our royal house. Ipo, what do you want to do? Unbroken tradition that started from Ikshvaku. Manu, Brahma lenda arambichadunu vechukome. That which started right in the beginning, from starting of human creation. How dare you break that tradition? அப்படின்ட்டார் வசிஷ்டர். நீ என்னமா பண்ணலாம்? How can you break a unbroken tradition, and I am the witness for that unbroken tradition? In front of me, you are breaking a tradition. Narhasi, you should not do this. It is not right. It is not right for you to abandon Kula Dharmam. Saragavanam Kula Dharmam Atmana Sanatanam Nadya Vihantum Arhasi. You cannot break the Kula Dharma of the Raghukula. Kula Dharmam no Raghukula. You are talking about your personal Dharmam, pa. Your personal dharma, you say, no, I have to keep up my truth, Allah. Okay, but you belong to a clan. You have to follow the clan dharma, Kula dharma. How can you become the one person who breaks this dharma? தப்பு இல்லையா? தர்மம் அப்படி குல தர்மத்தை அழிக்கப்படையாது, பரம்பரையை அழிக்கக்கூடாது. You cannot break a tradition like that. Therefore, it is not appropriate. You have got to become that. அது மாத்திரம் இல்லை, not only that. இது ஒரு பக்கம் இருக்கட்டும். Keep this one side. புருஷஸ்யேக ஜாதஸ்ய பவந்தி குரவஸ்த்ரயः. For every creature that is born, there are 3 gurus. Not one guru, 3 gurus. யாருன்னா ஆச்சார்யஸ்சைவ காகுத்ஸ்தா பிதா மாதா ச ராகவ. ஆச்சாரியன், ஆச்சாரியா த preceptor, பிதா ஃபாதர், மாதா மதர். 3 குரு இருக்கா. மாதா பிதா குரு சொல்கிறோம், ஆனால் மாதா அது ஆச்சாரியன், அந்த குரு preceptor, one who teaches us. அதனால 3 gurus are there. அதில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்தானம் யாருக்குன்னா who holds the highest position, ஆச்சாரியா, அப்புறம் பிதா, அப்புறம் மாதா. இந்த ஆர்டரில் சொல்கிறேன். ஆச்சாரியஸ்சைவ பிதா மாதா ச ராகவ. When your mother asked you to stay back, you said father's command is bigger அப்படின்னு சொல்லி வந்தியோ இல்லையோ? உங்க அப்பனுக்கும் குருடானா? உங்க அப்பன் என்ன? உங்க அப்பன், அவன் அப்பன், பாட்டன், முப்பாட்டன் அப்படின்னு எந்தை தந்தை 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 அப்படின்னு அத்தனை பேருக்கும் I am the guru. Dasharatha was a small boy who came and told nursery rhymes to me. திலீபா வந்தான் என்கிட்ட. உங்க கொள்தாத்தா திலீபர், எழுத்தாத்தா திலீபா கேம் டு மீ. தெரியுமோ? எல்லா பசங்க என்கிட்ட தான் படிச்சா, அத்தனை பேர் என்கிட்ட படிச்சவன். கிருஷ்ணங்கு குட்டி பைய 6,500 பவுண்டு வருவான் அந்த காலத்துலலாம். All of those fellows were little tiny students. From LKG I have taught them. அதனால he holds even a higher position than even your father. அதனால நான் சொல்றேன், பிதா ஹ்யேவம் ஜனயதி. Father only gives birth to the son, brings the son into the earth, begets the son. ஆனால் பிரஜ்ஞாம் ததாதி ச ஆச்சார்யः. I give you wisdom. அதனால குரு ருச்சதே, தஸ்மாத் குரு ருச்சதே. He is called the guru. அப்படின்னா ஹெவியர் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். He is a greater, superior. ஏன் அப்படின்னா he gives wisdom. சோகம் தே பிதுர் ஆச்சார்யஸ்தவ சைவ பரந்தப. Therefore I have been your guru, your father's guru. For everybody I have been the guru. அதனால you have to listen to my words. You should not transgress my words. By protecting all these people, you will not go away from dharma. நீ தர்மத்துக்கு தானே you are afraid that you will fall away from dharma தானே. நான் சொல்றேன்டா, I am telling you, by protecting all these people you will not swerve from dharma. இங்க பார், look who is here. Your aged mother is here. விருத்தாயாஹ தர்மசீலாயாஹ மாதுஹு. Your old mother is there. By giving so much sorrow to your mother, what dharma is that? Dharma madu. You are giving so much sorrow to your mother. You are not listening to her words. You are not obeying her words. You are deviating from obeying her command. Adum, that is not dharma liya. By accepting Bharata's prayer, Bharatasya vacha kurvan yachamanasya raghava atmanau nativartestvam satya dharma parakrama. Hey Rama, by acceding to Bharata's request, by giving in to Bharata's prayer, you will not ignore Atmanam Nativartahe. You will not go against your conscience. Don't worry. அப்படின்னு குரு வசிஷ்டா ஆல்சோ செட் த சேம் திங். தன்னை வேறு சொல்ல ஒத்தரா சொல்லிட்டு வரா. ஒன் பை ஒன் எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் ட்ரைங் டு கன்வின்ஸ். ஃபைனலி குரு வசிஷ்டா ஹிம்செல்ஃப் இஸ் சேயிங் இட். அப்படின்னு சொன்ன உடனே Rama says, what you are saying is right, but can the debt that one owes to one's parents ever be repaid? Yanmata pitarau vrittam tanaye kuruta sada nasu pratikaram tattu matra pitra chayat kritam यथा शक्ति प्रदानेन स्वापनोच्चादनेन च नित्यं च प्रियवादेन tata samvardhanena cha. Mata pitarau, the parents, with relation to the son, tanaye sada yad vrittam kurutaha, the kind of actions that the course of actions that they perform, undertake with respect to the child. Swapanochadanena cha, they look after the child, give him food, clothe him, help him to sleep, fall asleep, rock him to sleep, sacrifice so much, speak affectionate, loving words, and be as a great support to the child when nobody else is there at that time. Idhellam parents are capable of doing. Adha nasupratikaram. Adu we can never repay that. In the karanathilume we cannot repay it. Adala what the promise that was made by my father to several people, no matter what happens, I will keep that promise up. This is the least I can do for my father. அப்பாவுக்கு நான் இதை பண்ணியே தீரணும். I cannot let my father's words go false. அது மாத்திரம் இல்லை, you are saying you are the guru. You are saying as the guru, in guru sthanam you are asking me to do something. Anal, however, what you have taught me, நீங்க என்ன சொல்லி கொடுத்தேள் அப்படின்னா சத்யம் வத தர்மம் சர சொல்லி கொடுத்தேன். நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்க சொல்லி கொடுத்ததே அதானே. ஓஹோ, ஆர் யூ டெஸ்டோ? I thought I already graduated. I thought we finished exams already, but maybe you want to give a test to me to find out whether I still remember the lessons that you taught me. இல்லையா? ஏன்னா சத்யம் வத தர்மம் சர, அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் மாத்ரு தேவோ பவ, பித்ரு தேவோ பவ, ஆச்சாரிய தேவோ பவ, அதிதி தேவோ பவ அப்படின்னு உபனிஷதே சொல்றது இல்லையா? உபனிஷத்துல how does that particular passage occur அப்படின்னா, it is the last valedictory message given by the teacher to the student when he is leaving the gurukula. When the guru Shishya is finished studying and he is leaving the gurukula, appo the guru calls him and gives him a final set of teaching. Nariya solli koduthutendaappa, I have taught you a lot, but let me summarize everything and give it to you. உடனே அவன் நிற்கிறான், சொல்லுங்கோளே, ப்ளீஸ் டெல் மீ. நான் சத்யம் வத, ஆல்வேஸ் டெல் த ட்ரூத். தர்மம் சர, ஆல்வேஸ் ஃபாலோ த பாத் ஆஃப் தர்மா. மாத்ரு தேவோ பவ, வர்ஷிப் யுவர் மதர் as God. பித்ரு தேவோ பவ, let the father be a god to you. Acharya devo bhava, let the acharya be a god to you. Atiti devo bhava, let all the guests who come to you, let all the people be gods to you. அப்படின்னு teaching is given. அதில் ஃபஸ்ட்டு சத்தியம் அதை தான். சத்தியத்தை தான் என்ன சொல்ல சொல்கிறேன். On the one hand satyam, on the other hand dharmam. இப்போ என்ன கூப்பிட்டேள்? How did you call me? சத்ய தர்ம பராக்கிரமா அப்படின்னு கூப்பிட்டேளே. You called me, you gave me an appellation. பரதஸ்ய வச குர்வல் யாச்சமானஸ்ய ராகவ ஆத்மானம் நாதிவர்த்தேஸ்தோம் சத்ய தர்ம பராக்கிரமா. சத்ய தர்ம பராக்கிரமா அப்படின்னு என்ன கூப்பிட்டேளே. அப்படின்னா the one who finds strength in Satya and Dharma, the one who derives strength from Satya and Dharma, the one whose valor is Satya and Dharma. அப்படி இருக்கும்பொழுது when you are referring to me as Satya and as a Satyavan, as a Dharmavan அப்படிங்கும்பொழுது, if I fail to keep up Satya, ஏன்னா I gave a word. எங்க அப்பா வார்த்தையை விட்டுடுங்கோ, leave my father's words. I gave a word to Kaikeyi Mata and to Dasharatha my father, I shall go to the forest. Perisha pesinene anga. I shall go today itself to the forest. I will not stay here. I shall live in the forest for 14 years. அப்படின்னு I made a bold statement in front of Kaikeyi Amma and Dasharatha. Ramo dvirnabhibhashate அப்படின்னு I made a bold statement. Rama does not change his words அப்படின்னு. இன்னைக்கு if I go back, எல்லாத்தையும் விட்டு தள்ளுங்கோ, leave everything aside, in the end I will fail myself. You are harping only on Dasharatha's promise, Dasharatha's promise. What about my promise? How can I eat my words? How can I go back on my own words? அப்புறம் எனக்கு என் மேலேயே மதிப்பு இருக்காதே. I shall not respect me. You will never again call me Satya Dharma Parakraman. You will not call me again. Dasharatha, Vashishtarume, see, we've got to understand Vashishta is not giving wrong counsel at all. Brahmarishi ever. Even otherwise, he knows Rama has to go to the forest. Rama going to the forest to destroy Ravana is the reason why Rama avataram itself happened. Vashishta will Vashishta not be aware of it? Vashishta knows. Then how can we reconcile Vashishta giving this teaching? It is not teaching, it is a test only. And to give, Vashishta gives a clue to Rama, Rama, don't listen to me. I'm only testing you. What clue? What is the hint? Satya Dharma Parakrama. That's clue. And the Uruvartha clue, that one word is the actual clue that we can understand, by which we know Vashishta is not giving wrong counsel to Rama. He is actually testing Rama, reminding Rama to stay firm and true to Satya and Dharma. How can the Guru teach wrongly? Even if he wants to, he cannot. The Guru cannot misguide the disciple. Tamil ஒரு வார்த்தை சொல்லுவோம், கோழி மிதிச்சு குஞ்சு முடமாகுமோ அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். கோழி மிதிச்சு குஞ்சு முடமாகுமோ? Will the chick become lamed by the hen stepping upon it? அப்படின்னு ஒரு saying. அப்படின்னா what does it mean? அப்படின்னா the parents, guru, etc. can never do harm to us அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Even if the action seems harmful, it is not possible for them to do any harm to us அப்படிங்கிறது தான் அர்த்தம். இங்கே குரு அதுவும் பிரம்மஜானி Vashishta, can he do harm to Rama? He will not. அதனால தான் to caution him, to counsel him, he says Satya Dharma Parakrama. Rama catches hold of that and says, how can I break that promise that I have personally made? How? Odu Satyam, adu Satyam. That is my Satya. What is Dharma? My Dharma is as a duty, as a son, I have to fulfill my father's words. That is my Dharma. Satya, because I gave my promise, not my father's words, my words. Satyangar the truth, but my truth thane, not my father's truth. So when I have to follow truth, I have to follow my truth. My truth is that I gave the word, I shall go to the forest. Righteousness, when it comes to righteousness, what is righteousness? Now, obeying my father's command and upholding his truth is Dharma. Upholding my truth is Satya, upholding his truth is Dharma. Adanala, whichever way you look at it, I cannot come back to Ayodhya. Abdina Ramar made it abundantly clear. இப்படி சொன்ன உடனே பரதன் பார்த்தான். அவன் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கான், when everybody else came to his rescue, when he was trying and he was failing, Jabali started saying something, Vashishta Bhagavan started saying something, Bharata was feeling hopeful. He was thinking, finally Rama will come back to our way, Ramanna will ultimately say okay. அப்படி நினைச்சிட்டு he was getting a bit hopeful. All his hopes were dashed. அதனால என்ன ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா, Paramadurmanahan, he became extremely distressed. ரொம்ப வருத்தம் வந்துடுது, ரொம்ப துக்கம் வந்துடுது. ஆஹா அப்படின்னு அவன் சொன்னா, சாரதே, he looked at Sumantra, please bring me kushan, bring me kusha grass quickly. Please spread the kusha grass on this ground. Shigram kushan astara sarate, spread kusha grass on this ground. Yenna, until such time that my brother shows grace towards me, I shall not move from this place. Anaharo niraloko danahino yatadvijaha seshye purasthat chalaya yavan pratiyasyati. Until Rama says I will come back with me, I shall spread kusha grass on this ground in front of Rama's door. I will lie down here like a poor, indigent, foodless Brahmana. I will not eat. I shall not eat any food. I shall keep my eyes closed. I will not look at anything. I will sit down here and I shall fast until Rama says okay to me. அப்படின்னு Satyagraham. Bharata goes on strike. Bharata says, I will lie down here in front of Rama's cottage. I will not get up from this place until Rama decides to come back with me. Bharata became sad. He thought, by being sad, I will win over Rama. Ramar Bhatar, Yenda, do you only know how to be sad? I will also become sad. Sometimes what we do, the child cries a lot. We also pretend to cry. It will look at us in total shock and stop crying. Child is not used to seeing us cry. Anna, if you are not going to come, then I will only stay here. I will not eat. I will not do anything. I will just stay here until you agree. Ramar Bhatar. Kimmam Bharata Gurvanam Tata Pratyupavekshasi. Rama said, Bharata, what did I do to you? What have I ever done to you? What wrong have I done to you? Kim Mam Bharata Gurvanam. Bharata, what wrong have I done to you? Tata, my dear one, Tata, dear one. My dear one, what have I done wrong to you? Why are you torturing me like this? Rama put it across. Pannadada, ni kshatriyanda ni. You are a kshatriya. Only a brahmana is allowed to do this. What can a brahmana do? Until he gets money from dakshina from somebody, he can go and say, I will not leave your house until you give dakshina. Brahmana can say. But kshatriyas cannot say that. Kshatriyana irundhu pannakudadara nee ipdi brahmano hi ekaparshvena. Only a brahmana can, alone in this world, can protest in this manner. You cannot protest in this manner. You are a kshatriya. You are not allowed to sit at the door of anybody's house in this manner. It is not permitted. Adanala, immediately get up. Arise quickly, give up this kind of a terrible vow. Return to Ayodhya, listen to what I say. But Bharata did not know what to do. He has appealed to everybody. So he looked at all the people of Ayodhya who have come and said, why are you all keeping quiet? Why don't you all persuade him to come? He looked at all the Ayodhya Vasis. They are all looking and saying what to do. Everything that Rama says seems to be so completely right. Samyak vadati Raghavaha. Rama speaks so correctly. We are incapable of making him return. We cannot do anything. He is perfect. What Rama says is perfect. We respect him for this. We are respecting him for this. How can we ask him to do something that is contrary to our own respect? Mudiyade. Protest because Bharata protested in front of his elder brother in this manner by sitting down, going against his dharma, he has committed a small sin. Then Ramar Patar, Bharata, listen, see, everybody is agreeing. Don't oppose me. By opposing me, you are committing a sin. In order to get rid of that sin, come quickly, touch me. Enna totuko. Ramar show, enna todu. Uttishtatvam mahabhago. Mam chasprisha tatodakam. Because you have committed a sin by saying, I will sit in this manner, and you protested against me, you have committed a sin. The only way to get rid of that sin is to drink some water. Achamanam pani. Totu to achamanam panapa. Touch me, and then Ramar thota punyam. Ramar thota parama pavitram aidama. Pavitranam pavitram yo mangalanam cha mangalam. The most purifying of all pure things is Sakshat Rama. Adanala, by touching Rama, you are purified. In the particular Vishayatha தான் Ganapati Muni taught to Azhagamma. Ramana Bhagavan's mother, Azhagammal, was following Madi Acharam, orthodoxy, romba follow பண்ணுவா அம்மா. Very orthodox she was. She'll have her bath then she'll do her prayers, she'll cook the food until she finishes eating, nobody should touch her. If somebody touches her, she'll have to go and have another bath again. She's getting old. Dogs will be there, dogs will come and touch. Bhagavan will not drive any dogs away. Bhagavan will not drive anything away. Amma ka acharam pogum. A dog come and touches na acharam poidum. So every time she will go and have a bath. And as she was getting old, it was becoming impossible for her to do that. She is not wearing trousers to slip it on. She has to wear the sari, that too in the traditional style. Madisar. So she has to wear the 9-yard sari in that particular way also. Everything takes too much time, everything was getting difficult. Looking at that, Kavyakanta Ganapati Muni quotes this verse from Srimad Ramayanam, Valmiki Ramayanam, and says, from now on, if you find such a situation, Rama himself has told this to Bharata, if you touch a jnani, then the sins will go away from you. Adanala, the next time you do something, you simply go and touch Bhagavan. She immediately took it up on board. So Bhagavan will be sitting with all the devotees, disciples. Suddenly Amma will come, touch Bhagavan and go. Bhagavan will say, oh, Aro Patuta Pulurku. Somebody must have fallen upon her, somebody must have come in contact with her, that is why she is coming. Though Amma Aro Patuta Pulurku. Uttishtatvam Mahabhago Mam Chasprishatatodakam. Touch me and break this wrong vow that you have taken, the wrong resolve that you have taken. Appadina Ramar clean sonna udane Bharata could not do anything more. Clean up. Dharma is on Rama's side. Adala Bharata gives in. He touches Rama, drinks does achamanam, jalam sprishtva. He looks at all the people who have gathered there and announces to everybody, makes a statement. Na yache pitaram rajyam na anushasami mataram aryam paramadharmajnam na anujanami raghavam. I did not ask for this kingdom from my father. I never urged my mother to seek the kingdom for me. I never supported the exile of Rama, who is the embodiment of Dharma, Paramadharmajnam, who is the knower of all Dharma. But if it is essential, absolutely essential, that for 14 years forest dwelling is required, Vanavasam is required, then I shall dwell in the forest for 14 years. I am happy to dwell in the forest for 14 years. Rama was very surprised. Rama was quite astonished. Vismitaha. Rama looked at him and said, Bharata, proxy la panna mudiyadhu ragana. Chumma unak badala naan poren panna mudiyadhu. If you have to write an examination, you can't say, I will write it instead of him. The child has to take year 12 examination. He is finding it hard. No, Appa, please help me. Appa says, all right, I will talk to your teacher. He goes and say, my son can't write the year 12 exam. Instead of him, I will write it. And somebody has to write. Somebody from our family, somebody with this last name has to write the exam. We both have the same last name. We both from the same family. I will write the exam. Is it possible? You cannot do these kind of things. We cannot exchange. We cannot do proxy. Rama has to go to the forest. Rama alone has to go to the forest is the terms and conditions. Adanala Rama alone has to go to the home. Where Ramana? What is your name? What is your name? You know my name. What is your name? Bharata. Bharatandane. Your name is not Rama, no? No, your name only is Rama. Who is Rama? You are only Rama. Then Rama has to go to forest. Bharata has to rule. Now you decide who is Bharata. Bharata should rule. Who is Rama? He should go to forest. That is sharing. Rama looked at all the people and said, I know Janami Bharatam Shantam Guru Satkara Karinam. I know Bharata is a man of great forbearance, is a man who honors his elders. He is true to his word, and all auspiciousness and good will come. Nothing, no harm will come. He will not steal this kingdom away from me. After 14 years, when I come back, I shall become the Lord of this world. I shall certainly become the Prithivyaha Patiruttamaha. I shall become the supreme Lord of this world after I come back. Bhavishyati. Adhavarikyum, until then I have to go to the forest. Adanal, I will come back and I will become the king. I have full confidence that Bharata will only be a regent until then, steward until then. After that, he will give the kingdom back to me and I will rule over the kingdom. Abrina, Rama convinces everybody, announces to everybody else also. Dellarum Pakara. Not only are all the people who have come there witnessing this unique dialogue that is going on between the two brothers. Tama pratima teja tejobhyam bhratribhyam romaharshanam vismita sangamam preksha samaveta maharshayah. Samaveta maharshayah, all the rishis, parama rishis who have gathered there are all looking with great romaharshanam. Vismitaha, they are amazed, they are astonished by this meeting, this conversation, this dialogue between these two excellent brothers of unparalleled brilliance that is causing their hair to stand upon its ends. Ipudiyuma anna thambi அப்படிங்கிறா. உனக்குதான்னா உனக்குதான்னா உனக்குதாண்டா ராஜா உனக்குதாண்டா அப்படின்னு. The brothers usually fight for what now? Brothers usually fight over property. Brothers are usually loving and kind தான். ஆனால் brothers always fight for property. Always தான். ஏன்னா பிஸ்கெட் கூட சண்டை போடும், அதுவும் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி தான். டாய் கூட சண்டை போடும், அதுவும் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி தான். Property doesn't mean land. Property doesn't mean the shares that belong to the father. Property doesn't mean merely the money that belongs to the father. Even when they are young, brothers will fight. You gave him more than me. சண்டை வரும். His biscuit is bigger than mine. You gave more chocolate to him than me. அப்படி சண்டை வரும். ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி ஃபைட் அப்போயே ஆரம்பிக்கும். அண்ணன் தம்பி சண்டைங்கிறது என்றைக்குமே உண்டு. Property, we did not mistake it to be only money, etc. Property is even small little thing. My bed, my side of the bed in சண்டை வரும். My book அப்படின்னு சண்டை வரும். எல்லாத்துக்கும் சண்டை வரும் இல்லையா? So property fight common. எல்லா பிரதர்ஸும் fight over property. Rama and Bharata are no exceptions. They are also fighting over property. Ana, what a huge difference that Rama and Bharata, when they are fighting for property, they are fighting to give that property to the other. No, you alone should become the king. No, you should become the king. No, you should become the king. எங்கேயாவது நடக்குமோ? Later on we are going to find brothers who are going to fight with each other over property. வாலி சுக்ரீவனை பார்க்க போறோம், ராவண விபீஷணாதிகளை பார்க்க போறோம். ஆனால் here we are finding brothers that are fighting to give the other the property. இன்னிக்கும் that is why we hail Bharata, we hail Rama. And our brothers like this the world has never seen. These two are the only brothers like that. Because ultimately, what is all this property business? Are not people more valuable than mere property? Manisha mukyam illiyo? Alpam kaasha mukyam? Can money be more important? I have seen with my, when I used to hear about it, I never used to believe it. Then with my own eyes, I have seen brothers who are together suddenly break out and have a fight because of property. They don't trust each other. When it comes to property, brothers refuse to trust each other. Manisha mukyam illiyo? Are people not important? Paisa dane. After all money, after all land, how can the value of money and land go over the value of people? Adanale, the rishis are surprised. Antarhita munigana siddhascha paramarshayah tau bhratarau mahatmanau kakustau prashasamsire, remaining invisible antarhitaha. Not just the rishis who have gathered there, but even in the skies, sages, rishis, siddhas, deva rishis, all the celestial sages also have gathered together to watch Yarana, Bharataro, Mahatmano, these extraordinary magnanimous brothers, everybody is watching. Deeply drawn towards them. அதெல்லாம் சொல்றானா அந்த தசரதன் என்ன கொடுத்து வச்சானோ அப்படிங்கிறான். What are they saying in the அப்படின்னா, they are all saying, what did Dasharatha do? What punya did Dasharatha do to have sons like these? அப்படின்னு they are all praising Dasharatha. அப்பாவுக்கு அதுதானே மரியாதை வந்து. Look, the great honor that they could give to their father. Rama and Bharata showed great honor, brought great honor to their father by this behavior, that even the celestial sages should come and praise these two children by saying, blessed is the father who begat them. And the Rishigal எல்லாம் அங்க இருக்கா இல்லையா? All the other rishis have gathered by now. All those rishis, ततस्तु ऋषिगणाः क्षिप्रं दशग्रीव वदैषिणः भरतं राजशार्दूलमित्यूचुः संगतावचः. This argument was going on for too long. The rishis got a bit worried. Rishis have an agenda. What is Rishi's agenda? அப்படின்னா Ravana vadham is Rishi's agenda. All the rishis want Ravana to be killed. If Ravana has to be killed, அப்படின்னா Rama has to stay in the forest. Bharata cannot kill Ravana. Bharata, but I will stay in the forest. சோப்பலாங்கி நீ என்னடா பண்ணுவ? நீ இருந்து மாத்திரம் என்னால் என்ன ஆகிறது? நான் இருக்கேன்னு வந்துவிட்ட பேசாமல் நீ என்ன பண்ண போகிற இருந்துட்டு? சாமர்த்தியம் இருக்கும் உனக்கு. This fellow says, I will stay in the forest now. Rishi is saying, what will you do staying in the forest? You will only cut trees. We want to cut Ravana's heads, not trees. 10 heads of Ravana are there. We need Dashagriva Vadam. Dashagrivan Vadam na engalukku venum. We are looking for Ravana's death. You are going to, what are you going to do? Cut 10 trees? Who cares? You better go back. We want Rama here. ஏன்னா ராமர் தானே முடியும். காக்கபக்ஷதரம் வீரம் ராமம் அப்படிங்கிறா எல்லாரும். ராட்சசா வதம் பண்ண எங்களுக்கு ராமன் தான் வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறா. ஏதோ சும்மா அயோத்தியாவில் போய் கணக்கு பார்க்குறதா நீ பார்த்துக்கோப்பா. யூ கோ டு அயோத்தியா, லுக் ஆஃப்டர் அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் இன் அயோத்தியா, do all those kinds of things, you do all of that. ஆனால் we need Rama to stay back அப்படிங்கிறதுனால, because of that, because they have their intention, they cannot tell it out. It is not appropriate for them to tell all these things out. ஏன்னா இது தேவ ரகசியம் இது. Ravana should not come to know about all of these things yet. இங்கே வாடி சொல்லிட்டானா அப்புறம் rumor will go everywhere and say some Rama, it seems he has come to kill Ravana. அப்படின்னா Ravana will take preemptive action. அதெல்லாம் நடக்கப்படாது. All those things should not happen. அதனால although they know about it, they do not say that. Instead they say, if you have any regard for your father, if you love your father, if you respect your father, Bharata, listen to the words of Rama. அப்படின்னு they convinced Bharata. So in this manner, everybody, when rishis, munis, etc. also are supporting Rama, all the common people are also supporting Rama. Jabali was defeated, Vashishta was backtracking. Even Bharata alone is standing there, no support for him. Ellarium action vandaan pavam. He brought everybody. Veerapachana, I will bring Rama back. Vandaan, nadakale, did not happen. He looked at all the other people who came along with him. Adugale enna solliduthu அப்படினா, when we listen to Rama speak like this, how can we open our mouths and ask him to come back? It doesn't seem right. அப்படின்னு செல்ஃப் கோல் பண்ணி கொடுத்துகள். Finally, rishis from everywhere came. Celestial rishis, எல்லா ரிஷியும் Bharata, you better go back to Ayodhya. Bharata was defeated. Okay, we will stop here for today, and when we come back tomorrow, Paduka Pattabhishekam. நாளைக்கு Rama will give his padukas to Bharata and Bharata will bring them back. அந்த விஷயத்தை நாளைக்கு பார்க்கலாம். जानकी कांत स्मरणं जय जय राम राम आंजनेय स्वामी की जय. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखं वा भवेत्. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.